you guys want to hear how I'm the world's greatest detective?
Let's hear it.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
So, me and my friend Becca went out last night, and we both blacked out. Hard.
Nice.
And I've been putting the night together like a mystery, solving it. We can't find her phone or her vape.
That's sick.
but it was. That's,
Wait, so have you found it? I thought you were the greatest detective.
Yeah.
No, we're in the process.
It doesn't make you sound like the greatest detective.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm doing more work than real cops, okay?
That's true.
but I just like, it's just crazy because we're like, what did we do after the 1, 2, 3? Did we go to other bars? And I figured it out. And by figuring it out, my friend texted me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, did I see you last night?" And he was like, "Dude, you were in my car."
That's hilarious.
So when you black out, do you have like full on conversations with
Apparently,
people? And
yeah.
Just like,
He said we wouldn't give him the number address for some reason. He was trying to find his way to give us a ride home by me pointing.
That's great.
Yeah, and then he would be like, "Does this seem like the right place?" And we would be like, "No."
Oh, that's funny. It's been a long time since I've blacked out.
Wish I
Maybe
could
like-
say the same.
Like 2 or 3 years, I think. Probably 2 years at least.
I'd say I black out like, I don't know, every once in a while.
first of all, I don't think 2 years is that long ago.
For blackout? Why? When's the last time you blacked out?
Never.
That's because your life sucks.
My life sucks. That's why I've never blacked out.
Blacking out is a sign of living.
Dude, I feel like I black out once every time with every change of the season.
I'm not
once a
judging anyone's
quarter.
blackouts. I'm just saying.
I'm
2
judging
years
your
doesn't
lack
sound
of
like that long ago.
blackouts. Wait, but you've never blacked out?
No, yeah, never. Because honestly,
Wild.
I'll like puke before that ever happens, and then I'm not going to want to drink anymore.
See, I
I'll
never
pass out.
puke.
Oh, really? Seriously? Is
I
it-
very rarely
I
puke.
feel like I've seen you puke.
You've definitely seen me puke, but
Yeah.
it's not like a frequent. I feel like as I've gotten older too, it happens way less frequently.
I
It
tend to
happened.
like, if I do puke now at this age, like I puke the next morning.
Never.
I'll be
I'm
fine
always-
the night of, and then the next morning I just wake up. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, that's happened as I've gotten older too. But you know what? Let's not talk about puke because I don't think people.
Hey,
hear that.
You'd be
that's not
surprised.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
you'd be
interested-
surprised, man.
They want to know about what kind of drinkers are we? Are we
Yeah,
binge
exactly.
drinkers?
We don't
Are
just
No, that
smoke
part's
here on
fine.
Comics and Chronicles.
No, that part's
Drink.
fine. I'm just saying.
Is it making you nauseous? Is it getting to you?
Are you
No,
weak?
but no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm strong. Hey, Cody, I'm strong.
I've definitely blacked out with you, Cody.
Oh yeah, dude.
Many times.
Many times, dude. That one time when you were like chicken fried tacos,
Oh, that's a classic blackout night.
dude. Jake, Jesus, Jake went in the bathroom and was puking and didn't want us to hear him, so he just had the water running and was like, "Hey, no." I went to check on him. He was like, "No, I'm fine. I'm just peeing." I was like, "That's the water running, dude. You're not peeing at all."
I should preface that this was like one of the first times I met Cody, like all of Cody's friends. And then we hung out.
The first time you came to West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And so
Yeah.
I didn't want to I didn't want to be like that dude that was throwing up. So I tried to, but it doesn't matter because that was all after more
strip
horrendous
club.
shit that I did. Like that was the least of it.
Yeah, Jake got like a $300
Lap dance or
lap
God knows
dance.
Oh
what.
my God.
yeah.
But the best part is that Like, I drove there to the strip club. I was one of the drivers.
Yeah.
And
then he blacked out. And
yeah,
then he was
I
like,
just kept going in and out of consciousness. I
then he
feel
was like,
reminded of shit I did and said.
yeah, he's like, what car am I driving? Walking out of there, my friends were like, none. You're insane.
I'm so glad that everyone had the good sense to not let me drive.
Same. Oh God.
And then I do remember we got out of the car when we finally got to Mo's and Mariah's, and you were like, "Are you all right, buddy? You're gonna puke?" And I was like, "It's only a matter of time."
Oh, that was nice.
That was a fun night, though. Honestly,
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who saw the witness that night.
there's a lot of people that saw that.
If it's anyone from West Virginia, they're not listening. They don't listen to the podcast.
West Virginia does the too.
They hate us.
Anthony crunched the numbers.
I crunched the
How many
numbers. I
people?
got son of Chronic Jarvis. Oh, there's no people. What do you mean?
It's
I
like
can't give you a
percentage.
people number.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
it's the least. New York and LA has the most listeners for our podcast.
Yeah. We got messages that say, "Tell Cody we hate him, West Virginia."
Yeah, we're getting death threats now.
From West Virginia.
They're like, "We're not listening, but you guys should die."
That's so funny. We're not listening, but you guys should die.
Oh, that's great.
So Loki season 2.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for,
A
right?
lot of death.
Lots of death.
Yeah. It was a show. It was there.
It was there.
It was.
I mean, episode 6, the last episode is the best episode, hands down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
It was super just existing.
Like, it wasn't really like good, but also wasn't really like that bad. It
Yeah.
just was like present.
I mean, compared to fucking Secret Invasion, it was a work of art.
But
Yeah.
compared to
Compared to
season
Secret
1, it
Invasion.
was kind of like season 1's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it
Way
wasn't
better.
as good as
Leaps
season
and
1.
bounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not even comparable.
Season 1 is
Yeah.
way better. You know what I did really like? It has nothing even to do with the show, just like when they went back to the old Western when they first meet Mr. Timely.
Yeah.
I liked when the Marvel opening was like that, the vaudeville
Yeah,
that was
music.
good.
Like, I was like, oh, that's a cool comic booky type thing, but that's kind of it.
No, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So season 1, I went back, I crunched the numbers. Didn't need Chronic Jarvis or Son of Chronic Jarvis for this
Whoa.
one. So Jake, you gave season 1 a 3.7.
Ooh.
You didn't really like season 1, I guess. Cody, meanwhile, gave it a 6.
Cody
You gave it a full
6.
6 Joe Pesci's, Cody, and I gave it a 5.2.
Whoa.
So that's what we're up against for season 2.
I would say pretty, well, damn, no. Then I have to give it less than 3.7.
I guess so, if it's not, yeah.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I even told you this while you were in LA. I'm not giving this season a 6.
No.
You know what? Let's do something different because
do
Loki
it
is all
now.
about time travel. Let's give
We're
the
doing
Pesci score
we're
now.
doing the
Whoa,
Nexie
you're
up
right.
off the top.
Yeah.
The Nexie off the top.
Maybe it'll change
This
by the
sounds
end.
like such
but
like fuckboy slang. It's like, oh, Nexie off the top, dude.
fuck boy slang.
Nexie off the top. I want that on a t-shirt. No one will get it.
Nexie off the top.
I totally agree Nexie off the top.
I had a number going into it.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
shit. Going into all 10 minutes of this?
I'll just go ahead and say an even 3.
Wow. Drops half from season
Season
1
2,
for Cody.
yeah.
Wow.
That's a good assessment.
I would argue that it's half as good as season 1.
Yeah.
Well, shit, if I gave it a 3.7, I'll be honest. This doesn't deserve. I'll give it a 1.
Whoa.
Wow.
I would give episode 6, the series finale, the season finale. I would give that a 6. That episode is like a perfect. Oh, and I'll say this: I love Tom Hiddleston. He's good in this. He's not what's bad about this show. The show is just weak.
Yeah, it's just
and it's convoluted as fuck. Be honest.
Yeah.
Did you guys honestly know what was going on the entire time?
No, it was too...
like it's so like, oh, we have to get the gizmo trapping for the time.
It was very much an American attempt at Doctor Who. That's what it felt like. Even season 1 had those vibes, and Doctor Who is very much like that, where you're going through like an arc or like maybe a few episode is what it usually is, and like you're like, what the fuck's going on? This is kind of boring. Maybe there's some cool character moments, and then the finale of it wraps it up really well, and it's usually a banger. So that's how I felt too. Like I thought the last episode, 6, easy. It was a great finale. We could talk about that. But the season overall, because the finale was so strong, I'm going to give it a 4.
Dude, Doctor Who gives a fuck. That's what I say.
I would give the finale probably like a 5.
I really like the season finale. That episode was the best episode in the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd give the whole series, both seasons combined, probably like a 4.5.
Me too.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I feel like very much like season 1 and 2 go together, almost like part 1 and part 2, as opposed to like separate seasons. You know what I mean? Like it's like continuing straight up from the first season.
I mean, Tom Hiddleston's cool. I feel like
strongest part of the show.
Strongest part of the show. I feel bad that they kind of wrote such a shitty show for him to do.
Yeah, my buddy Nate Sesko, shout out Nate Sesko, comedian. I might have even said this in one of the other episodes, but he said that it's crazy that Marvel's able to get these huge actors to do like sci-fi channel quality television shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't call this sci-fi channel quality. No,
I don't know.
Season
this
2
was kind of buns. This season was kind
of.
But
Tom Hiddleston his career is made because of him being Loki. So he clearly is sticking around because he's like loyal to the MCU.
He's also the strongest part right now. He even was but he wasn't the strongest, but. What am I trying to say? He definitely is right now the strongest part. He should be the focus as far as RDJ was the focus for they should kind of build it around him. Or
should he replace Kang? Would you guys want that?
As a villain? No. Loki's done. He has a full arc. Why would he go back to being a villain? That's silly.
No, in this, not that he would be a villain, but there would be variants of Loki, and he's kind of like the Loki at the center of everything.
I don't want to see that either. I don't.
So you think Jonathan Majors is sticking around for Kang?
No, I never said that. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see multiple Lokis. I want to see new villains, new people.
Yeah, they already did multiple Lokis the last season.
I think the whole variant thing between Spider-Man and it's beat to death.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to end for sure. The variants are probably part of Deadpool 3, and that's
fine. That doesn't mean I'm going to like it though. So.
Yeah.
It's a tired trope. I mean, that quite frankly, Old Man Logan did it. Maybe even, they had a clone, but still a version of that. It's another one of him. I'm tired of seeing another ones of characters.
Yeah. Do something interesting, guys.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Well, that's definitely the plan. So that's where it's going. Like the Secret Wars, it's probably just going to be variants fighting variants of each character.
10 years of variants? That's why.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it.
Hopefully they'll change it if they realize.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It seems like in at least the sense that Loki, it's Loki who remains at the end. It's he's the one kind of there that's binding everything together.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I thought that was a cool arc for Loki. I was we're saying from the beginning he's a villain, right? But then he gets to this point. If we never see him again, that's fine. I'm sure we'll see him more.
I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw maybe an article online or something like that said that at the end of this, Loki became what he is in the comics. Something called the god of instead of the god of mischief, he becomes the god of stories.
Yeah, the god of stories. Yep, which is pretty cool. That arc is actually pretty good, written by Daniel Kibble-Smith. That's a pretty good run.
Look, we're definitely going to see him again just because of how the business works. For storytelling purposes, I think it would be much stronger if that's it. like we didn't see Loki again, and it's
Yeah,
implied that
I
he's
would be
there
fine with
for
that.
all eternity.
Yeah, just let it go.
Yeah, let it go. And that doesn't mean I don't want to see Tom Hiddleston. It's just like the stories hit harder when there's a sense of finality to things.
Yeah.
sure.
That's kind of why, like, even though I'm excited about Deadpool, I kind of hate that Hugh is coming back
Yeah, Huey J.
because
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
like he's incredible. He was the perfect Wolverine for decades. That being said, retire, buddy. You know what I mean?
It's time
Like,
for Cody to be Wolverine.
yeah, exactly.
He'd be on the case, but it would never get solved.
Wolverine doesn't need. I wouldn't call Wolverine a case solver. He's just a
No.
hack and slash.
Hack
Yeah,
and
but he
slash.
solves-
He's
He
the best.
solves
He's the
murders
best
and
at what
shit.
he does, which is not being the world's greatest detective. So.
That's true.
Oh, shakalaka! That's Batman.
That's but yeah, I don't know. This Tom Hiddleston was great. What's crazy is like
So was
no
Owen
one-
Wilson. Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
was great
Owen
too.
Wilson was
Owen Wilson's
awesome.
always
Like
great,
literally
yeah.
every actor was dope.
Yeah.
It was the story.
Kiki Kwan was great
itself-
too. It was cool to see him.
The story itself was just like stupid.
Here's my hot take. I love Kiki Kwan. His
didn't
character
like this.
Ouroboros just like didn't do anything for me.
It was also like kind of the same in Everything Everywhere All at Once, minus the
Exact-
being able to fight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
same kind of.
No, I think his character was way more interesting in Everything Everywhere. I
Yeah,
think here he was just kind of
infinitely.
like, meh.
He was
whatever.
all the goofy parts of his character in Everything Everywhere. This is just like a ooh ooh ooh.
Great impression.
He's just like a whimsical dude. Like when he tries to sell his own books at the bookstore or buy them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, when he's in like his alternate self.
Yeah, they're like, this isn't even like, in our inventory.
Yeah, so the 5th episode I thought was kind of cool when they were threading away or whatever. It was definitely just like an Infinity War nod, but
Super Infinity War.
it was visually it was cool.
Visually,
Yeah.
it was cool, and it was cool watching Sylvia. What's her name? Sylvia.
Sylvie.
Sylvia Plath.
Silvio
Sylvia
Dante.
Plath.
I think Silvio
Silvio.
Dante would have been a better Loki variant.
then
I don't know Thor.
Sylvie.
Yeah, Silvio.
Yeah, Sylvie.
I could see it.
Who would win in a fight, Silvio or Sylvie?
Does Silvio have Loki powers or no?
Silvio is Tony Soprano's right hand man.
So that's what I'm saying. So he just has like, in this fight, he doesn't have magic.
He's just a mobster.
but he does have the Soprano family.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to give it to Silvio.
Yeah.
This whole Soprano family versus Sylvie.
You do Paulie, Tony, Christopher. Like,
And you know those guys would not. You've seen it in the show. They wouldn't hold back from beating up a girl.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, Ralph.
This is
Ralph could
true.
probably kill.
Yeah, they sent Ralph against Sylvie. And we know he could take Daredevil, so he's got
Exactly.
skills.
Yeah.
Damn, Ralph Cifaretto versus the Marvel Universe. I think that's-
Dude, the
They gotta watch
Sopranos
out.
versus the Marvel Universe.
Ooh, just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Avengers versus X-Men, like a big event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, and I think Tony especially would have not complete, but some psychic resistance because we've seen his dreams and they're trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
He in the 6th season takes acid in Las Vegas or peyote in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And fucking
Yeah.
so like he's like, you know what I mean? Like if someone tried to like make him see shit, he'd be like, "You stupid fuck."
We've seen how he reacts when Dr. Melfi goes into his mind too deeply.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind they did nerf Melfi.
Fuck, that's true.
They did nerf Melfi.
No, I like the idea that Tony Soprano's like protected against psychic attacks. He's like also his mom has psychologically tortured him his whole life.
dude. Yeah.
Oh man.
He has high
dude.
psych resistance.
Dude, yeah. If Charles tried to get into her mind or his mind, his mom would crack his neck like Scarlet Witch
Wanda.
did.
That'd be great. Oh man. Dude, that's good. And in the coma episode, he literally comes out of a coma, the trippiest coma.
Yeah.
It's the trippiest coma.
Yeah.
Of all comas, that was the trippiest.
Dude, I wonder what some coma trips are like. We should ask people.
You should put me in one.
Cody.
I'll report back.
Yeah. Oh God, that's terrible. That's like one of my like biggest fears is being in a coma. Seriously, I don't have it written anywhere, but I like once told my dad, I was like, if I ever go in a coma and I don't get out in like 1 month, just pull that plug.
Dude, my mom was in a coma
For how long?
like a month, maybe, like 3 weeks, something like that.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
for? Okay, I remember. I think
When she had the brain injury.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Yeah. We're getting dark today, guys.
I don't think it's dark so much as it is real.
Yeah. Well, that's what they come to Comics and Chronic for.
The reals, the darkness.
The real darkness.
Okay, see, but this is what I mean. Talking about Cody's mom's coma is more interesting than all of Loki's season 2. I'm sorry,
I mean, it's
Cody,
true.
It was just a joke. Yeah.
No, that was hilarious. That was a good one.
Most of the season was honestly a blur. Like, I don't know. It wasn't.
Did anything actually happen?
It's always like, what is happening? You don't know what's
Loki
happening.
saved the world unbeknownst to everybody. Saved the universe. I was just like, ugh.
Saved all of the universes.
That's what I mean is there's no stakes. So, okay, in the movies, they're saving the world and the universe. And now in the TV show, they're saving the world and the universe. And it's like, what?
The multiverse.
Yeah, but it's like there's no stakes if everyone, both in TV and film, are saving the world and the universe. Like
all the time.
Like for instance, like Netflix's Daredevil. The stakes are there because it's so much smaller. It's like, dude, Kingpin's a corrupt motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like
You could literally kill Daredevil. Like, if you shot
exactly.
him.
Like the stakes are so more like relatable and attainable with the smaller guys.
Yeah.
In film, at least with Marvel and DC, or mostly Marvel now. You know.
No, I totally agree. I mean, they went for these crazy sci-fi things that just wasn't working. Like, they try to make it more complicated for the sake of it being more sci-fi. Like, those parts didn't hit as well. Like, I don't know. Again, like, also, like, it's a good cast. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's another one of those. So much of the focus is on side characters that even aren't really even comic characters. You know.
Yeah,
like it's always
Liza
like
Aaron was there for some reason.
Yeah, she was a big part. That dude that was the variant. Yeah, Liza Aaron. Like she was part of the I was gonna call them the TSA, the TVA.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. The TSA would fuck up the TVA.
Yeah, TSA versus
I'll
the
tell you what,
TV.
if the TSA ran the timeline and shit, like there'd
None
be no
of this
problem.
would have happened.
None of
Yeah.
this would have happened.
Are you saying the TSA is actually competent and could actually stop a terrorist attack? I don't think so.
No, but they're such pricks that I think they would have a tight hold. Remember, we even talked about it, the TSA wasn't even made until post 9/11.
Yeah.
And not that they're so useless and dumb, but
This came up in a live episode because that was the reasoning that in the Cars universe, 9/11 happened.
I wonder what different 9/11s would be like across the multiverse.
oh god, that's actually a good question.
I instantly thought of one. So in the multiverse of madness, the other universe, it would be 2 airplanes in the ground and
A building
towers
fire?
going into the airplane.
That's so stupid. You're right, though. That's hilarious. Oh, that's great.
Never forget.
The 2 buildings flying.
Hey, it's a new take on 9/11. No one's ever thought
It
of it.
is. It's a crazy take on them.
Oh my God, a second building hit the plane.
Oh, I want to use that as a soundbite so badly. The blink. Oh god.
So stupid.
So stupid.
But yeah, like why? Also, like I don't think that every comic book thing needs to have like a big bad, so to speak. But like this one just kind of didn't have one. Like there was
Dude,
like
it was the ultimate bad, Cody. It was time itself.
yeah.
I mean, it was still Kang in a way. Like you were never sure if Timely was gonna just turn on them until
Fuck
like the end.
Timely and fuck Kang and Jonathan Majors and
He wasn't. Timely was kind of annoying. I mean,
He was
I didn't.
whack.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny though. So like, this is obviously a reference that Kang has a time chair. When they go to Timely's house, he invented a chair that, and the coolest thing about it is that you could put like cans of soda or something in it to keep it cool. But I thought that was like the original prototype for the Kang time chair. That was like a funny little detail.
Huh.
I just like Timely was just lame.
Yeah.
Timely was like,
All
I don't
of
know if
these side
Jonathan Majors
characters-
is bringing any heat at all in the show. Like I liked him in Quantumania. I'm not gonna deny that. But in this, I don't know.
I
like-
It's interesting how they ended this because it is like a perfect way to like, if they need to, get rid of
Exactly.
Jonathan Majors and Kang once and for all. You know, his trial literally like started last week, so
Yep.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him as He Who Remains too. I thought the last
What do
episode.
you guys feel about Jonathan Majors if he were to come back? Have you canceled him in your minds already?
Yeah, I don't really care.
That's fair.
I mean, like, if I'm being honest, I don't even know. Like, I don't think I looked too hard into. I don't know all of the details of what he did. It doesn't sound great, but like, also, I don't know. I mean, like,
Okay, cool.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, canceling doesn't like really stick. It's not a real thing. It's like way more about
think it's
hoopla and shaming people than it is like. I mean, look at Louis C.K. sells out Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean?
Still,
Yeah. Dave Chappelle does. You know what I mean? Like everybody, all of these canceled people still have careers. You know,
some of them. I mean, some of them are like Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein are done.
Yeah, but they're also like facing
Like legit, like terrible
prison.
shit.
Yeah,
They're in prison.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, I've always had beef with cancel culture. Look, I mean, I don't care either way. I think like whatever.
I
don't
think
even care
Jonathan
about the
Majors
character.
is a good. I
I
think
like him
he's
as
a
an
good
actor.
actor.
I really do like
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors as an actor.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's a bad actor, but if he is abusing people, then he's a piece of shit. You know, bottom line.
But we don't know
But
if he is.
But I'm saying if he's convicted of this stuff in the trial, then
Oh, so everyone who's convicted of crimes in America is actually guilty of them, Anthony? Especially black
Yeah.
people? Is that what you're
that's
saying?
exactly what I meant. No, I'm
you
just
heard it
saying.
here
If,
first. I'm just kidding.
if he is a piece of shit, then it's not cancel culture. Then he's a piece of shit. But in my opinion, honestly, you could get rid of Kang now, right? If that's the case. Like, it would actually be kind of funny if Ant-Man beat Kang and that's all we've ever, we're done with that. Like, He Who Remains is just whatever now. And, like, move on. Give us Dr. Doom or somebody else, like.
Doom skis.
I think everyone, honestly, like, did you guys even care about Kang anyway? Like,
No,
as
of
like a
course not.
character? Like, I don't think everyone's like a big Kang fan in general, so to speak. Like,
I thought
you could
he-
easily recast him too. I think recasting is a better option, especially if he's variants, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Kang, I mean, the Avengers does need a good villain to follow up Thanos.
I think
For sure.
they might have even peaked with Thanos, to be honest.
Blown their load on Thanos.
Load blowing.
They built him up for years from the first Avengers movie
Yeah.
to
Kang isn't even that built up. Like, he is supposed to be,
Exactly.
but
yeah.
they're not doing a good job.
But like, give us Doctor Doom, man. Make him like not just a Fantastic Four villain. Make him an MCU villain.
Yeah. He's one of the best. Or like, I don't know, there's so many different options of what they could do. They have literally decades of.
You could have a scene where Doom goes to the Council of Kings and then he just takes over and kills them all, and then he's like, it's the Council of Doom now, and like you just whatever, like replace that. Like if it's the same story, it really.
Well, if we get rid of the Council of Kings, I don't want to keep seeing variants.
But that's whether or not you want to see it, Marvel's not going to stop that part of this. Like that's Secret Wars. That's just what Secret Wars is going to be. Battle World is going to be all about
it's
that.
It's going to be lame. I'm not as optimistic and looking forward to it as you are, Anthony.
Who said I was optimistic? I'm just telling you what's happening.
Then I'll keep giving it low scores. That's all.
And that's how we take down Marvel.
That's how Feige loses the throne.
Exactly.
Ooh, loses
Already
his
begun.
grip.
I see the cracks already.
But I don't know. Again, the finale was really fun. I liked it a lot.
Finale was a great episode.
If the whole season was that quality, I would have been.
I would have probably given it
great.
I just like it. I don't think it was able to. I don't think
It didn't keep the momentum from the first season. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
No.
and I'll tell
It
you
was
that
too slow.
season 2, I would say is like probably in one of my lower Marvel TV shows of all the shows. they
Facts.
put
That's
out.
fair. It wasn't as bad as Secret Invasion, though. I'll say that much. Wasn't as bad as Moon Knight.
I'd put it above both of those.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe that's all it's above.
Oh.
you
Yeah,
know,
I think
maybe.
so. Honestly, just those two, which means
But I really like season 1. That sucks. I mean, I know Jake didn't, and I know you did, but I don't know. I thought it could have
liked
been.
it. I liked it at 3.7 quality.
I loved season 1.
Yeah. I think overall the MCU TV experiment, if you want to even call it that, is not
Failure.
Yeah,
It's a
it wasn't
failure.
good.
I would
They
call
couldn't
it a
do
failure.
it. Some things worked, but
Overall, it's whack sauce. We could have just seen movies.
Yeah,
yeah,
Or give us those little 1 hour vignettes like Werewolf by Night.
there we go.
yeah. Because if I don't want to keep watching these things.
Like, why was Peacemaker better than almost every Marvel
I would
TV
say
show?
every Marvel
Yeah, every
show.
Marvel. Yeah, I'm going to say
I would.
Peacemaker is better than every Marvel TV show.
You know what
That's
that
fair.
means?
I'd
That
rather
means
rewatch that.
Penguin is about to be better than every.
Dude, you guys got to admit that shit looks cool as fuck.
That looks dope.
And
Yeah.
it's Matt Reeves doing it.
Yeah, so
So it's like
that's a no. It's going to be Sopranos, Penguin, Batman universe.
Yeah, you can
know?
tell, and I'm down for it. I'm like, fuck it, because I bet we'll meet like other Gotham mafiosos, like
Oh, yeah.
Black Man. You know, like that'd be cool to see other like gangsters. Who we
It'll
all
grow
know.
the universe for sure. We'll probably get a glimpse of Arkham maybe at the end.
See, that's
or
what I mean. It's
something.
like I want to see. We always talk about it. The street level
the street
for
level.
Marvel. Like, let's focus on the streets, bro.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
streets.
The cosmos and everything are cool, but man, it's just like, it's tired.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys hear about this? Going back to that. So like when we at the end of No Way Home, it really seems like Spider-Man and Tom Holland it's gonna be street level Spider-Man next. It's something we want. It seems like the classic suit.
Yes,
it's something
yes.
even Tom Holland in interviews is saying,
Yeah,
like, let's
yeah.
do that. And now they're saying Spider-Man 4, whatever it's going to be called, is probably just going to be like a next big piece of this Secret Wars multiversal variant stuff that we're saying you guys are saying you don't want. Right? And even Tom Holland's like, what the fuck? Like,
Bruh.
we want more street level stories. Like, we just want, like, why? Like, we're done with the big stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah. Make it
that's whack.
cool again.
You gave us Endgame. Like, it's really going to be hard to top that no matter what you do without just being like giving what you guys are saying you don't want. Like, let's put 1 million Spider-Mans and the X-Men and like.
I want it over.
I want it over.
It sounds like they might be rebooting. Like, that's the end goal. Like, they have no plan, but they'll just reboot it when Secret Wars is done and not have it such a mess the way it is. But I mean, part of it is us, man. Like what? Iron Man came out in 2008. It's been going on for a long time. We're getting
Long
older.
time. No, I mean, yes, we're getting older, but there's just ways to do things, and the Marvel formula, I think, has run out. You know,
No, absolutely. It's getting stale as fuck.
stale.
Stale. It's a.
I think everyone sees that.
Yeah, it's a stale piece of toast.
Exactly. You know, like when Coke and Pepsi mix up the recipes to improve it. It's time to do that.
Yeah. New Pepsi and new Coke. Yeah.
New Pepsi, new Marvel.
New Marvel.
Yeah.
Bring in Zack Snyder to do the Marvel universe.
God.
I don't know.
I mean, like, it would be not the universe, but I would pick which characters, like Zack Snyder Wolverine movie would be sick. I think I would want to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Zack Snyder
Hulk.
Uncanny X-Force.
Ooh. Oh, we were talking about this, me and Jake. Robert Rodriguez, if he did like Daredevil, that would be a sick, like more filmmakers doing these things instead of like, not that there aren't, but like give them like the James Gunn treatment, so to speak, where he has a lot of free creative reign.
Blanche.
Yeah.
I think we need more of that. Sam Raimi,
Yeah, Sam Raimi's that's why it's crazy that so many people hate on Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
I think it's arguably one of the better ones of that phase.
Agreed.
I don't hate it. I definitely liked it when we recorded the episode. I do like it I just care for it less, but I don't dislike it.
But I think that's just because of I do too, but I kind of attribute that to my overall feeling of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, me too, probably.
But Sam Raimi was never the problem with that movie if we didn't like it. You know what I mean? Directing wise, and also I've heard this, if it is even a glimmer of hope for you guys, Sam Raimi might be directing
Spider-Man.
No. Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be sick.
But he might be directing Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty, which is going to be the next.
I thought they already announced
War
the directors
Endgame
for those, and it definitely
nope, they changed it recently.
Why?
They
fired
because Disney, not fired, but he dropped off. So the director of Shang-Chi was supposed to do Kang Dynasty. He dropped out. I know the writer of Loki and WandaVision, his name is Michael Waldron. He's the writer for these two things. Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars.
All of these words you're saying are bad.
I hear you. And look, it's not like if they said the Russo brothers are coming back, I would be excited either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's not a lot of I don't know. There's just nothing there. There's just like cool. Loki MCU is just. I'm feeling it too, guys. I'm feeling it too.
We're like the MC Pooh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I think it's time to wrap it up for them. I think.
Dude. Put it away. Shelf the Marvel universe for like 5 to 10 years. Come back, fresh actors, do street level shit. Don't do more than one movie a year. You know what I mean? Make sure they're bangers.
Which is next year, by the way. It's only Deadpool 3 coming out next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we'll see.
So we're gonna get a little bit of a break.
Did you see Did you see the whole thing with like leaked set photos coming out of Deadpool 3?
It's too much. It's too much. All the leaks, like every day. Yeah, I've heard all of them.
Well, then,
unfortunately,
Ryan Reynolds doesn't like it either, but he's been like trolling people by posting like picture like leaked Deadpool sets, and he put one with like Predator in it, just to fuck with people.
That's so funny.
That would actually be kind of cool. Deadpool versus Predator.
Dude, Deadpool versus Predator? I'd see that.
Yeah. I just wish. I don't know, man. Marvel's just fucking it up, and this is just like another. I liked this way less than I liked Marvel's.
Yeah, Marvel's
agreed.
is better than Loki easily
by a large margin. Large margin.
The finale was better than the Marvels. I would say.
Oh,
I really like the finale.
That is some hot fire.
I disagree.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
Because I didn't give the Marvels a 6, but I would give this finale a 6. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. The finale felt like it was cohesive. I understood what was happening. It was cool that Loki, goes back in time and learns physics for like centuries. That was a cool little thing. You don't need to see it happen. You just know it does. Tom Hiddleston is just fucking great. You can't take that away from him. He's a great actor.
I like seeing Loki with the horns. I want to see him more.
That was cool, yeah.
Like in his final costume. I'm tired of him wearing like a brown suit.
Yeah, looking like Doctor Who.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to see him in full Loki garb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how he became the world tree too. That was really cool visual.
Yeah. The world tree.
Yeah, I want Marvel to stop. We don't need all of these people's faces looking like normal people. Put them in costumes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like with Kang and Quantum Mania, with just like put them in dope costumes and leave them there.
Like Thanos was cool because he was this giant purple guy. Like, like we want to see the comicness of. It's the reason we all like Star Wars, to see all the different aliens and cool looking villains who aren't demasked. Like, dude, in Star Wars, they weren't taking off Vader's helmet all the time until that last movie, until Return of the Jedi. Like, so it's like,
and if you have the problem that you're just casting actors and you want to show their face, cast unknowns again.
Exactly.
Cast unknowns again. That's fine. That's what I want. You know, Superman being someone I don't know is awesome for the new movie. I want to see that. Like, that's how the MCU, like, yes, we had Robert Downey Jr. He's an original, he's a face we know, but he wasn't at the peak of his career then. That was his comeback.
It revitalized his career.
Yeah. Chris Evans was a nobody, you know, like it was just
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, exactly. I didn't know who that was. Chris Hemsworth.
I did.
You
He
know,
was
like,
in Count of Monte Cristo as the son.
we're not all cinephiles, Jake.
Yeah.
But no, the point still stands is that, like, I think that's part of the problem. I don't know I don't think there's a fix. I think it's just a huge monster now. They're not going to change the formula.
It's become self-sustaining now. It's like in Spider-Man 2 when Dr. Octopus has that mini sun. He's like, I can't. It's like that. It's going to sink everyone. It's going to kill us all. It's going to kill cinema.
But you know what? It's kind of like it's an exaggeration. But I mean, if people are only going to the movies to see superhero movies, and then they stop going to those, and then just stop going to the movies in general,
exactly.
You know?
Like, now when I think about it like that, it actually like makes me see more of like people like Scorsese's view, where it's like, and I love superhero movies, but it's like, filming should not be about strictly blockbuster comic book money. Like, dude, some of the best, Godzilla -1, awesome. You know, Godzilla -1 has been better than any Phase 4 Marvel shit. So
any single one.
single.
Also,
Gen V was better than Loki.
Exactly, dude. Like,
leaps and bounds.
We want different shit.
Yeah. For
and
sure.
Gen V was all unknowns too. Going back to that point again, they don't need to be anybody. They just need to be good.
Just good.
Yeah.
But they keep trying to fuck with our emotions. So
what's crazy though is because of this now, I feel like I see a lot more people on, maybe it's just like what I'm exposed to online and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm seeing and hearing of a lot more people getting excited about like artsy movies and like horror and stuff like that than I used to with like I feel like they flip-flopped, you know what I mean? Like everyone, when Marvel first started coming out, it was like, at first it was like kind of for the nerds, you know what I mean? Like it made a lot of money, but it wasn't, it wouldn't like outdo things like Nolan's Batman or like the Saw franchise or something, like, you know what I mean? But now it's such like a big bloated thing that I feel like people are just like, get it away, and now are like kind of looking forward to more interesting projects.
Yeah, because we like at first it was like the movies didn't have the same formula. They felt original, even if they weren't the best movies you've ever seen. But that, going back to that nerdiness, it hooked me. Yeah. The interconnectedness was something we always wanted to see. They finally kind of did it.
And they did it right for the first 3 phases.
They did it right.
They pulled it off. Like truly, like from a Marvel did something that no other like things have done. So that's cool. It is an achievement. But now you got to just change it up a little bit. Variety is the spice of life.
You know, have Daredevil feel like have Daredevil have like the feel of something like The Warriors or something. You know what I mean? Like let instead of everything feeling like it's in the Marvel universe, it can still be in the same universe and have different tones. Guess what? Yep. Sometimes life is funny. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't have to all be this like weird
Marvel
emotion.
Life be life and dog.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to like fit. Life isn't like one cookie cutter unless you're a square. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you're a fucking loser.
But even comics aren't like that. You pick up a Daredevil comic, it reads different from a Hulk comic, it reads different from Fantastic Four, you know?
Yeah, and you read those, and also one Daredevil comic is gonna read differently than another Daredevil comic.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like,
I like that.
Just change it up.
What if they did? I have an idea. What if they treated Marvel Marvel Television, like what's that shit? God damn it, the FX show, American Horror Story, like an anthology. So like True Detective, where it's like each season is a different
Fargo.
Yeah, Fargo, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what if you did it like that with comic books? You know what I mean?
That would be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool.
I've always, like, we're talking about TV shows, like, and I really think the TV show idea isn't what I expected it to be. Like, if they could do like something like a prestige format Marvel show that's more like, or even DC, like we're always getting side characters or smaller characters. Even Penguin, he's a bigger character, I guess, but like, imagine like a Justice League or Avengers, like Game of Thrones drama week to week. Something like that would be fresh and original,
like
you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Make it as serious as that, too.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Like, as serious as, like, no, I agree, as Game of Thrones, and just set it in Marvel or DC. Yeah, Marvel. That would be cool. But, they always want to rely on their, like, their little stupid Marvel shit. Like, I'll be honest, I just watched this video, so it's funny that, like, hated that dance scene in the Marvels movie.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it on our episode.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, like, that shit really sucked. Like, it's but Marvel and Disney, that's the whole thing. That's
Disney is ruining everything.
Yeah.
Just like it did with Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking, who's the CEO?
Things. Bob Iger.
Bob Iger. Yeah, fuck that guy.
But like Kathleen Kennedy is like the president, and she's like the one who makes all the decisions.
Yeah, well, fuck Kathleen Kennedy. Why don't
I
we
started watching that South Park thing. It's insane. Like
it's
Cartman
hilarious.
is like a variant of Kathleen Kennedy, and it
make it gay and lame.
That's what he says for everything.
Because he's right. It's just forced. South Park doesn't let anyone off the leash.
Yeah, for sure. The show. I mean, we haven't even talked about the show because we're not going to. Okay, this is the Loki episode.
Literally everything else is more interesting than this show.
Like, it's not even going to be one of those things.
I might even retcon my score right now.
Oh shit!
Now that we can travel through time, we've acquired this ability. Maybe we should travel to the end. And would anyone change their score?
I think I would, honestly.
Oh, let's hear it.
I think I'm going to drop it to a 2.5.
Oh, that's what I like to
Half
see.
a point. I don't even because actually I'm gonna just drop it down to a 2.
Yeah,
2 Pescis.
Just do a 1. Fuck it.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, like with Marvels, I would say go see Marvels. It's
I don't know if
fun.
I'd say go see Loki.
For sure.
Yeah, don't. Just finish at 1. Like, I mean, if you have. The thing is, there's way more better television out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100% for sure.
Like
If you had to pick one TV show, you're not picking Loki season 2. Please don't.
Yeah. And if you do, we don't like you.
I'm not even sure if a lot of people watched it. They probably didn't.
No.
Well, I don't think the Disney. Don't think the Disney, the Marvel viewership has been what it was when they first started dropping them during COVID.
No. And honestly, online, like when people like a show, they're talking about it week to week. No one was talking about Loki season 2. And if they were, it wasn't until the finale.
Literally.
Like that's when I saw everyone's, because the finale actually had cool parts in it. Like everything else was just like.
No one's talking about Loki. It's not a water cooler show. You know?
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
Wait, Anthony.
Season 1 kind of was.
Anthony, would you change your score?
What did I say? I said 4, right?
Did you? Jesus Christ, that's high.
Jesus Christ, I'm high.
Yeah, maybe I'll go down to 3.5. I still think the highness of the score is carried by the finale. I'm gonna keep stressing that. Like the finale, Tom Hiddleston's acting. I guess that's it. Really, like
what did I give it?
You gave it a 1. I think that's
you can't go low. You can go lower.
You want to try me? I'll tell you what. I am going to drop it. We've all been dropping it. I'm going to drop it to 0.5.
Ooh, point.
Drop
That's one of the lowest scores
And
we've given everything.
episode 6 is the only thing doing that. It's not enough to save 5 episodes.
No.
That's fair.
I feel like this season ruined all of like the show for like both like seasons, like the show in its entirety. It was just like,
I'll say this. That is not the lowest score Jake has ever given anything, as far as I'm aware. And it's not even the lowest score anybody has ever given anything. So remember, Moon Knight is the lowest rated thing.
What did we give it?
what did we give it?
So Moon Knight Jake gave it a 0.3. So that's fair. This is like 0.2 Pesci's better than Moon Knight in Jake's book. Cody gave it a 0.2.
Ooh. Dude, I hated Moon Knight.
And I gave it a 1.5.
Yeah,
What's
Moon Knight
crazy
is
what's crazy,
Yeah.
I think it's just because people kind of simp for Oscar Isaacs, but a lot of people liked
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I
was
agree with that
surprised.
first sentiment that people simp for Oscar Isaac. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
I do
that
like
he-
him as an actor, but he does.
I think
have
he's a great
weird-
actor.
He does
And
have
I
a
think
weird
he's
following.
handsome.
Yeah, I think it's just because he's hot. People. simp
It's like
for
the Pedro Pascal effect, kind of similar.
true. Well,
Like if Fantastic Four sucks and he's Reed Richards, people will still be like, "Oh
I
my
know,
God,
right?
Reed Richards."
I just
I don't really get him as Reed Richards. Like I don't know. Pedro
yeah.
Pascal could be
and that-
anybody,
exactly.
Also, like, we didn't need, every big actor doesn't have to join Marvel.
There was a
Yeah.
whole article
Again,
about
an
it. And
unknown
and
could
going
work.
back to No Names, there was literally a whole article about it, and it was like the title was like, "Has Marvel's wallet become their biggest like enemy?" And that they only rely on big name stars and not like new raw talent. You know,
It's kind of like how,
yeah.
we need fresh raw dog talent in there.
dude, yeah. And just like, I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like how you can associate that to things like musical genres, like how country used to be like people revered country, and now that in its like pop form, people don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All I'm saying is
Marvel is the country of comic book properties.
yeah, country music.
Yeah, exactly.
Originally, it was started as kind of like an act of
Started off
rebellion,
really
and
cool.
Yeah.
and a very small niche studio, and then it grew into this juggernaut.
Yeah.
now it's putting out things like honky tonk badonkadonk.
Honky tonk badonkadonk. Is that a real song?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really hope the MCU goes back to the drawing board. I mean, okay, Blade is going to be rated R. That's kind of cool too. That's like, okay, we could expect something a little different because it's the first. Is Deadpool 3 rated R too? Did they
Yeah.
say that?
I heard it was, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
the streets
That's
are saying.
cool, too.
Because I know people were going to be pissed if it wasn't.
Yeah. So we're seeing some, but again, that's small. That's small potatoes. we don't want small potatoes.
Yeah, we don't want those
We like
big
our potatoes large.
Yeah,
We're large
big,
potato boys.
huge-
Big
We're
potato
large- yeah, we're big
boys.
potato boys.
Baked potato boys.
Dude, we should have a segment where we cook and call
Baked
it
potatoes,
Yeah, baked
boys.
Baked
potatoes.
potato boys. We all
just
just sit
get
here
high.
eating a baked potato.
Yeah, or we use a potato and we make a bong out of it.
Oh.
You know, like, we could do that.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
We have the technology.
Dude, the comics and chronic empire grows.
Gross.
Shit. We need to siphon off some of that Marvel energy to our
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Are we going to go down the same path as Marvel? You know, we start as this
shit.
little niche cool thing.
Yeah.
And then one day
Probably.
we get so big and bloated from power and money that we become unrecognizable from what we started as.
I hope so.
At some point, we're just like CNC corporate.
I truly
Yeah.
do hope that like, I would love to be the Bob Iger of comics and chronic industries.
Capitalism and chronic.
Yeah, I feel like the three of us would be the board members, and you guys would like Spider-Man style, like vote me out, like Norman Osborn. I just like go crazy. It's like, out am I?
Jake standing on a table like,
Oh, that's crazy.
That's the future of comics and chronic. You just got a glimpse.
Dude, we are time traveling this episode. Even our time traveling is better than Loki's.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's how the
For
baked
sure.
potato boys do.
the baked potato boys. That's great. I want a t-shirt of that.
It just eats 3 potatoes with our faces on them.
Oh shit! Like one
They're
potato
smoking.
with the ear headphones.
Yeah.
Another potato with the Weezer hat.
Yes. And one potato with a Punisher shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. The baked potato boys.
It's like the California raisins.
Yeah.
It's all claymation
Oh, a cartoon
sing-
series.
Yeah.
That sounds
Sing
amazing,
Motown.
honestly.
The baked potato boys.
I'll ask Joey. I'll see if he could draw up a baked potato boys. I would pay money for that.
Everyone listening would pay money for baked potato boys.
Yeah.
Baked potato boys is going to the next level.
Yeah. We're in talks with Rodney Barnes Production Company.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
Potato boys.
he's going to get us a deal with HBO.
Are we a music entity or are we just an entertainment entity?
Both.
Both.
Just like
Because I
California
pictured us more like
business
almost like
entity.
a boy band, especially now that you said the
Ooh.
California Raisins. Like we're like
Exactly.
BTS.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Except we're men in our late 30s.
everyone loves to hear middle-aged men.
Sing songs about.
Cody's losing. He's so red.
I'm busted.
Cody's out here looking like Thanos right now. This has gone to madness.
Yeah.
We need to pull the plug.
We got to pull the plug.
I need to hold the branches.
Check out our Patreon, Death of Superman this month.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
peep that.
Rate us on Spotify and Apple and wherever you listen.
Seriously, rate us.
West
Subscribe to us on
Virginia,
YouTube.
step your game up.
Yeah,
Step your
what the
game up, West
fuck?
Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah, you're supposed to support me. I support you. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Ah, okay, well,
All right. Cody's done. Thanks for tuning
I'm
in.
tapped.
Go eat a baked potato.
Hey, yeah, look out for our new album coming out, The Baked Potato Boys. It's gonna be on fire. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.